Everyone, Fat McCann here, and welcome to a little bit of a chill stream. We're just gonna be chilling for a bit. As you can see, if we go to the channel here. Oh, did they not show? As you can see, I created the channel yesterday, 12 years ago, and we had 5 million views. The video count's kind of not accurate because I did delete a couple older ones. There's the channel banner. I actually made that around 2020. Yeah, but I technically didn't make my first video until around November. So we just have whatever the hell I was doing for videos, honestly, at the time. So this is when we started doing the cringe content. Yeah, it's also kind of interesting how this Family Game Night stuff was actually considered copyright claimed at the time when the show was airing, and now it's completely, now it's perfectly fine to upload the episodes with no complaints at all. Just found that kind of interesting. We'll check views, of course. I'm surprised how many damn views these got. Holy hell. Hello, Rachel. Checking stuff. Game of Life has I don't even know how the heck that has that many. That's actually kind of a shock. What is our most likes? Okay, Jesus, 500 and Jesus Christ, that's a lot of likes. And the weird thing is, this is what the edited copy. I think I had like 80,000 when the video got screwed. Hey, Lance. We'll do some stuff in a bit. I'm just checking my things. Just checking some stuff. Oh yeah, this one I actually got the commenter to. We actually had one of the contestants actually comment on the video. So that was cool. We also had this. Where is it? There's Kevin's comment. We're just gonna skim for a couple of these. I don't even know how this Mario Party video got so many views. Here's my meme. This one had a thing from Todd himself, so that's really cool. Just gonna check some of the old videos real quick. This has copyright claim, but it's not blocked. I don't know how the heck that happened. This was the one I uploaded 2 years ago. More FGN stuff. How is this copyright? Oh, cause music. Okay, that makes sense. Somehow. The old cringe stuff has views, but and also another one from Todd himself. That was been subbed to the channel for 3 years. Weren't subbed the entire time Nickel lied. I'm kidding. Bunch of old, so it's a mix of old videos plus new videos on here, as you can see. These are some of my recent ones too. This got a lot of views too. The Legend Season 3 winners, Game of Life, stuff like that. Yeah, there's the original 303. There's the most of you get the picture. Legends. This one I also have a contestant comment on here. There's the old Saint Long collection. Let's check a couple more of these. More FGN. This video is kind of outdated because this actually has the wrong get the picture things on it. because I'm stupid on that. Like, this might be my most viewed compilation technically on YouTube, somehow. Yeah, this got blocked for copyright, so if people want to see the videos that got copyright claimed, I'll show those real quick. So here are the couple videos I can't show. Well, okay, a couple of these I can show, but... yeah, that got blocked. It's weird how some of the FGN stuff got blocked, but it's perfectly fine now. Yeah, the pilot's video, that still did decent view-wise. Yeah, my Nick Arcade stuff was basically screwed. I still have the copies, too, which is interesting. Maybe I'll re-upload those at some point. Some of them were claimed, some of them were just freaking blocked. You know, who knows? Maybe I'll re-upload them at some point. Let me just check real quick. Okay, we'll see how well we're doing now. That's already at 400. Let's just check these real quick. That's at 1,000. This is already at 6K. This is at 7K. So that's cool. This is at 1,000. This is 2,000. That's almost at 11.5. Yeah, the sounder ones are the only ones I don't really care for not getting a lot of views, because that's just getting stuff out. 2,100. I'm sad this only has 2,500, because considering it's a lost freaking episode of Double Dare. No, but whatever. I should do Brainsurge reviews. So, okay, so I have a video that will be going out tomorrow. I need to upload that. We'll be explaining a couple things. What the group has decided to do, we've discussed this. Because 237 is technically found. It's missing the intro, and me and Nickel said, this is stupid, we can release it, but they're like, no, we don't want to. We're waiting on our friend Brandon, or regular guy, to upload that. He also has free 10, which we're currently... That's also found, we're just waiting for him to... because he's busy with work in college, so it's difficult to get in contact with him. So we're just waiting on those. Because I have compilations with free 10 and 237 made. Because I had the episodes, but we're just going to have him upload it. So what we plan on doing is similar to the ranking video from Season 1. We're going to have the group review some stuff. I actually have this written out, by the way. Let me... I made this. So this is something that the group has worked on. The average at tier list. So we have this. Basically some of the group's lists. We have some stuff planned. We didn't record anything yet on who's going to review what. But we haven't, nothing set in stone, of course. We do plan to do that at some point. The only reason I did the review for Season 1 in particular was because the original review, Blake had bad opinions at the time, and the other reason we're doing it again is my opinion has changed a lot, and there are certain episodes like 103, 135 that Nick will review that I didn't get to talk about. So I do definitely plan on doing that. Season 2 we do plan to do in the future at some point. And I do plan on... and then Season 3, obviously we have to wait, so... yeah, because aside from like 310, we're missing all the legal copies. I believe what we said with Ryan, I think he has every episode with 304, so we plan on getting 304 at some point. From someone else. But we have to wait till probably around November, because that's usually when the trades happen. I could actually show this, because this is actually what I plan on trying to trade with him soon. So a couple Family Feuds, the Missing Finders Keepers, these are two get the picture episodes that actually are available that he actually has that are lost, and then just some old plugs for that. That's fair. Yeah, the group had some stuff planned in advance, so that's a thing. I'm gonna see if the problem is Nichols having a college class right now, so I'm gonna see if anyone. Zay and the crew online. Oh, Nickel is online. Never mind. See if he wants to join. If you want to join the VC, go ahead so we can talk about some stuff.
Hey, I'll just say hi pretty quickly. I'm pretty proud of a dozen years.
Yep.
I got 6th anniversary coming up, but I'm not going to upload anything because I'm going to go on a big hiatus.
That's fair.
And besides, I'm really going to change up the style of my content because in retrospect, I've honestly felt I've been kind of derivative.
Yeah, I mean, I finished Get the Picture Season 2, so I'm basically just going to chill for a bit with the stats, because I'll do Double Dare 2018 at some point, but I'm just going to take a break from stuff for now.
I understand you have all that Season 2, but most of the music rights are not intact.
I mean, I think the mega files exist, so we should be fine. Yeah, folks, there should be a video that because Lange was asking, like, if we plan on doing, I plan on doing Season 2 reviews for Brainsurge, and I said, we plan on doing a similar thing to Season 2 at some point in the similar thing to Season 1 in the future, where we do, like, our own reviews and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have another video that I still need to upload, but we have a video for tomorrow that will be up.
Mm-hmm. And
hopefully it doesn't piss you guys off, but I'm just gonna say it's something we've kept secret for a while. A couple years, but I think it's finally time to release it.
Yeah. And hopefully if we're lucky, we can reignite the podcast now that we have more content and more stories to tell.
Yeah, hopefully like next week or something could work, maybe.
Yeah. And another thing that's pretty interesting is that I actually got plugged for that did you see the 90s or all that block review video?
Yeah.
I got plugged for that, and I have to say I'm glad I chose that specific week of stuff for my content because it was one of a kind. And of course, that's the week that you started watching the block.
Marine Lane's thing, for season 2, best 239, worst 204. Yeah, so I think for me, my favorite is actually, I'll show my tier list real quick for the viewers. 239 is my favorite, and then least favorite is 234, because I know people were wondering, like, why I didn't put 204 on the list, the poll, because I did 234, 226. I think it was based on what the rest of us said, because 234 was mine, yours was 210, Thomas was 226, Jeremy and Josh had 216, and then 232 was Dex. Well, he technically had 237, but we don't have a legal copy, so I just did 232.
And I'm surprised that like 3/4 of the people voted for 110 as the hardest 6x6. I honestly thought 335 would get more.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say this, folks. When Free 10 comes out, because I would say we've seen it. You'll understand more tomorrow when I make the video, but Free 10 is complete trash. I find it funny how the two episodes we're waiting to upload are both complete garbage.
Yes,
Because 206 was
and
intended to
Game
be
Show
the
Kingdom,
finale.
wow, it did not do it any justice.
Yeah, you guys are gonna see the issue. So I guess if people were curious about this, because the video we filmed tomorrow, we technically filmed that like after 301 got released. So the original plan, so when 206 got found, yeah. So when 206 got found, I'll just say it. Why not? Race, I did like a cameo thing for Jeff, and Jeff originally made a message saying like, thanks for being fans of the show. And this one 206 I found like a while back, which again you'll understand tomorrow, but uh that was originally I was supposed to upload that with the episode, but then after the stuff got leaked, Race emailed Jeff talking about it, and then Jeff said I really don't feel comfortable releasing it with him. So when you see the 206 reaction go up at some point, the one that's on YouTube will be I'll have to cut that out, but the one on the Mega Drive will be the uncut version. That's
Yeah.
because I can't put it on YouTube. I'll
And
keep it
it's
on Mega, but
and I think even Steve knew about the leak of his pilot because of all the chaos. He was like, he saw it coming. He was less disappointed than Jeff, but it just he just knows it wasn't fair.
okay, sorry about that. How Justin had to ruin it, I would have liked them. Justin didn't technically ruin it with Joseph. I will say this, I hate to admit this, as much as I don't like Justin, as much as I don't like Justin, he at least he was smart enough not to steal. You know, I haven't had crap with Justin in like a year or two, so I'm gonna keep it that way. You know, I'm not on good terms with him yet, but I will keep. What the heck did Justin steal? He didn't steal the illegal copy. That was Joseph's fault. What's your favorite game show besides Brainsurge? He uploaded 206 story to his TikTok. Oh, well, that's freaking TikTok. Whatever. I mean, it was a story, not the freaking episode. So that's and someone else technically already uploaded 206 anyway. So whatever. Some of the classics, Think Fast, Nick Arcade, stuff like that. Oh yeah, to be fair, okay, to be fair, yeah. Oh, I hate to say it, Justin. That's whatever. He gets the smallest amount of credit possible. Oh, he's watching stuff. Let me just mute that real quick. There we go. I will say this: Joseph freaking knew they were stolen. We literally kept telling him, and then people didn't listen anyway. So whatever. That's Joseph freaking steals copies all the time. It's perfectly fine for him to do it. Apparently, this is why I hate the freaking community, and of course they had to ruin everything. Yeah, I did a similar thing, Lance, for April Fool's Day. For those who don't remember, I did a video where I said I was gonna react like 238, and it was like a get the picture episode. Like, to be fair, I was trolling, but like I wasn't technically being mean about it. Here's the Brainsurge season 3, Mario Party stuff, Nick Arcade, Family Game Legends based on the site, Downloader based on stats and stuff. Oh, this was the list that actually got. So I fixed this Double Dare thing a teeny bit. I'll read your thing in a second. So a couple things I fixed. I fixed the Double Dare 2018 thing, and I added Double Dare 2000B as the worst one. Okay, Dex is here. Okay, I'll read a couple of these. What are your favorite bands? I don't really listen to music that much. Who inspired you to do videos? It was a couple channels, because I originally did Pokemon card stuff. That was Primetime Pokemon. I think Slim Kirby, Runaway Guys, stuff like that. What was the hardest Brainsurge story for you? Like, hardest to answer questions? I'm not sure about that. Pick up the discount store. Yeah. None of the crew is even online. That is great. Well, a couple people from the crew are, but yeah. What is your least favorite game show or most? I think you already know my least favorite game show. It's frickin' You're On. Okay, kids game show, it's You're On. The worst we already know is the frickin' Chamber. Because you like they're trying to kill people. Did you see some of the missing Brainsurge? Yeah. Like when they aired or at the time, because yeah, I definitely seen the ones that were found. Spawn B, okay. I do at some point, Dex, in the future, because I know we discussed this. I know you, me, and Nick will discuss this at some point. we do plan on doing a video where we rank the Nick game shows, like individual seasons or whatever. We did that for Double Dare. Um, yeah, we did that for Double Dare. Me and Nickel did. I haven't watched season 3 make the grade yet, but I do have a general list of where things are going. Well, I said like seasons because my opinion is different. Like for example, make the like Finders Keeper season 1 is decent, while season 2 is trash. What episode Brainsurge you did you not watch until it was uploaded to YouTube? There's a couple. I think one, because I think let me actually check my playlist because I remember I did a lot of. Where's my app? Oh, I'm right here. Obviously. Where's my reaction list? It's my random up playlist. Where is the reaction thing? There we go. Let me see how many blind reactions we did. 115 I never saw. 114 I never saw. I never saw 103. I saw a teeny bit of like level 3. I never saw 104. Sorry, never saw 140 aside from level 1. 112 I briefly remember. 136 never saw from like level 2 on YouTube. So 113. I mean, anything that wasn't Nick.com, we had those. I think season 2, the only ones I didn't see were. I think the only ones on YouTube I didn't see for season 2, 228 and 238. And then season 3, there was a couple. Let me try to read a bunch of these. I'm not used to this many people asking me questions. Normally I have like 2 people on the stream. What got you into Brainsurge? So, I think 129 was the first episode I saw. remember just seeing the ads. I did watch game shows kind of as a kid on gas, like Hidden Temple and Double 2000, but Brainsurge was like the first game show where I actually would remember the episodes. If you could replace contestant on Brainsurge, who would it be? Swap out Jocelyn with anyone easily. Or someone. Or honestly, what you could do is Giovanni. I feel like if you could switch contestants for episodes, I feel like for 111, if you switch out like Sarah and Brian for like Shelby and Andy, like they would easily do well. Yeah, thank you, Ben. Thank you, Ben. As of now, I'm pretty sure the only episode. Okay. Oh, which contestant I replaced in the episode? Okay, that makes sense. Not sure, honestly. I'm trying to think of, like, the episodes and stuff. I'd say... What's an episode of very crappy scores? 310, probably. Because that 6x6 was not that bad, and the 5x5 wasn't that bad either. I also actually would have tried. Got more than 10 frickin' points and moved on because of a frickin' tiebreaker. Do I have anything else in here aside from Dumbledore? It's just... Okay, it's just Dumbledore. Good to know. Nothing aside from just other Discord groups. Okay. Yeah, I haven't really done anything aside from the Dumbledore reaction. Yeah, the red team. How do you know the tape days of the Brainsurge episode? So, I'll actually show that real quick. So, production date. So, there's a website called On Camera Auditions that was used by the Wayback Machine. Race and Ben were able to find those thanks to tweets. So, here are some of the production dates for Brainsurge. We have all of them. As you can see on here. Let me fix this real quick, because I hate how they do that. They have this line now to indicate a second page instead of another one. I hate that they do that. So here are some of the production days you can see on here. Figured out we kind of know this is not true at all. These are just master tapes for the air dates. Then we did some for Double Dare. The green borders indicate ones that are technically confirmed, while the other ones are not. A couple for Double Dare. Thanks to Nickel. I have Finders Keepers. I have a few thanks to newspaper articles. And then we have Think Fast, Skip Lackey. Thanks to thing. Get the picture. This isn't 100%, but thanks to I think Joya was the one who actually found. Yeah, Joya was the one who actually found a couple of newspapers with, Get the Picture, Nickercade, stuff like that. A couple of those. Legends, I think Race actually found those, to my knowledge. And then FGN, again, the audition sites. Do these actually still work? Let me check. Oh yeah, you can. They have the old audition things on here. Didn't we get the pilot? No, we never got the pilot of Brainsurge. Unfortunately. Hello? Yeah, we never actually got the pilot. I think it was because it's like impossible to find. Can I somehow get this Google Drive? Yeah, I'll put a... Actually, yeah, give me a second. Let me copy the link. I should not be doxing everyone's emails, Jesus Christ. Actually, yeah, let me actually put this in the chat if people... I'm putting them as viewers, but if you guys want to see this real quick. There we go. People want to access that. Who am I paying? Oh, I lead his live. That makes sense. Uh, what was my favorite grade? Least favorite was freaking 7th grade. That was like around like before I was doing Brainsurge stuff, and I hated half my teachers. So yeah, that was not fun at all. I don't think the woods got robbed because technically the Schoonovers would have, because technically we would have had a team get Cheyenne regardless because they were both time at 85. Thank you so much for subscribing. I forgot I had those notifications on here. Which episode do you think had the wrong person winning? Jordan, even though he screwed himself. What was another one? Easily. Yeah, Matt. Easily. Sierra, Brian, maybe, yeah. I'm not sure how well he would do. Oh, another easy one. Sierra should not have frickin' won. Because she was trash. Yeah, I'll just make this kind of a Q&A stream. We'll chill for a bit. So I need to show this real quick. So this just shows how much I've done for stats. So I have every season of Double Dare technically done, with the exception of 2018. And I have all of Finders Keepers typed out. Get the picture. Oh, I forgot to put this on here. Give me a minute. I forgot to add Make the Grid Season 2. Give me 1 second on this. There we go. Get the picture we got on there. Nick Arcade. Oh, yeah, this is like over the course of like 3 years, I'd say. What's your best quality about yourself? I have no idea. Who's your least favorite Brainiac in Season 2? I don't know, actually. I'm trying to think. You want my look? No, not at all. I posted in the chat. You guys can look at it. Do you think Pat would have had a perfect game? Yeah. See, here's the funny thing. What I would do is I would get slimed, and then I would ask if I could go down the brain drain as well. I would ask if I could do both. They probably wouldn't let me, but I'd probably try to do both. Because, I mean, literally, like, the slime is good, but, like, the brain drain, you're going down, like, a slide. And I remember when I would go to, like, pools or water parks and they had, like, the slide, I'd always pretend it's, like, the brain drain slide. I'm not sure what the best Mario Party minigame is. I'm not sure. I've not played Mario Party in a while. Since, like, frick, what was it? Frick, when did I do that stream, actually? That's a good question. Let me actually check that. When did I last do that stream? Okay, so I did the mini games in July. So that was about 2 months ago. That was before I visited family. Oh, this is the FGN Season 1 ranking thing, by the way, because nobody really watched that. When was the last... Oh, last time I did my Mario Party thing was like freaking March. I need to get back to Mario Party at some point. Maybe I will, you never... Maybe at some point. Because I do plan on playing A at some point. If we're talking about worst games, I'd say the best is probably 6, the worst is probably freaking top 100. If we're talking actual console games, then 10 or 5. Oh, I'm not sure actually. Probably the. I'm not sure honestly. It's been a while since I played all the games. Because half of them have been at least a year. I think most of them, with the exception of one, have been over a year, at least a year and a half. Because I've really taken a step back from the Mario Party stuff. I do wanna. I definitely want to play those again at some point. I mean, Mario Party Jamboree is coming out in like a month. So I will be playing that at some point. If Nintendo doesn't freaking copyright claim my video. But yeah, I made a review of that episode actually. I made a review of the Family Game episode. I think the pen has only won like one game. Wait, do I have that tier list up actually? I made a tier list for season 1. I'm trying to figure out where I put it. Yeah, this was an old video. This was old. Jesus. I need to do these at some point. So remind me. Where was the season 1 list? Here it is. Yeah, this was the list. Here we go. So we have the Palmer's episode. There's Travis's. Oh, the pennas I put in A. Alright, okay. There's the Shoutout episode. There's the Lopez. There's Patrick's. Okay, let me, what's the best thing you like about Brainsurge and how would you improve, what would you improve about the show? I think level 3 and this stuff is good. I'd say something either A, fix the frickin' scoring from in season level 3, because I feel like that's kind of an issue. Because it's like you get the 100 point, you just win. So that's kind of something I never liked. I mean, season 2 was the same issue. The brain fart mechanic I think is good as well. Hardest episode Brainsurge get a copy of all the ones we have. 304 I think is because technically I mentioned before in terms of trades. It's there are plans to get the rest of the episodes. The problem is like 204 is the one we can't get access. 304 is the one we can't get access to. If all legal episodes arrive, can we make a list? Well, we're missing 237, so yeah. Yeah, we'll make tier lists. I technically made mine already. Because a while back. Like I said before, we do plan on doing a... I mean, you already made a season 2 tier list. If you mean like published one, then yeah. Yeah, okay, so did I actually make the thing or... Hold on, did I make this or was this like the group average? Oh. No, okay, wait, what the hell? That's not mine. Where was the one I made? Oh yeah, this was like the average for the group. This is right. So this is what I remember the group said in terms of episodes they liked, or in terms of tiers or something like that. Which again, I don't disagree with this at all. I think it's, and this is kind of low, but I think this is a decent list. This should not be in frickin' B tier, but whatever. How do you know the last name's the FGM player, Brainsurge? I think SpongeBob123 found it out, and also people found stuff on social media. Yeah, so let me actually fix this real quick. So I'll show you mine. How do I hit the reset button? Here, I'll show you real quick. I'll just show what mine is. Let me just pull up mine on my phone. Let me show what mine is technically. I already did all the reviews, so I don't really need to explain my opinion on these, but yeah, so S we have 7, 15, where is 35? There we go. Yeah, so my S tier was this. And then B. So A, we had these. Sorry, that goes there. I'll read chat in a second. So this was the list. Let me just put it back up to where it was. Yeah, my thing was I tried to make the list at least somewhat organized. If people want me to explain my opinion on these, I will. Because I did the reviews, but those were mostly stat-based. There we go. There's our list. How is 133 a D tier? Because editing. Piss poor editing. The story was edited to hell. Level 3 just went to hell. Thoughts on Ryan? I have not traded with him yet, but he's seems like a nice person. I'm actually in a Discord server with him. I'm not bothering him though. Did you have a favorite part of the FGN search? I remember being gone for like 6 months and everything was done. Yeah. I was shocked that a lot of the stuff got found. I'm still pissed because my original plan when season 3 got found was to do an episode a week, and then frickin' Blink fans like, hey, here's all the episodes immediately. F you guys. Season 1's the hardest to make. Yeah, I'd say season 1. Like, I'll show the group list. Oh wait, I didn't need to worry about that. Never mind. Wait, do I have? Is this not gonna? Here we go. Hold on. Because I'll go to season 1, as you can see, like what ice. So the thing is, so Race's list is actually a little bit different than ours. Yeah, so Race's list is actually a little bit different than ours because the rest of us did numbers. He just did based on a tier. So like S, A, B, C, D. So he did production, for example. Like these two are both S tier, but he ranked them in production order. So yeah. So we all have our own favorite episode. Josh, of course, is Pink Boy or Pink winner. Jeremy's is 115. I don't know why. Mine is 107. Nickel is overrated episode. Okay, not that overrated. Thomas is the first Nick Stars. Ray's is technically 104. So this is what the group list technically looks like. And honestly, everyone put 116 in last. Are we shocked? No, not really. Yeah, and this is basically, like I said, this is a preview for season 2 whenever we do the ranking at some point. So we have a tie. I wrote down the order, so it's me, Jeremy, Nickel, Dex, Thomas, Josh, and Race. For Race, I just said, because he did it based on a tier, I just said consistency. So Jeremy's there is Tom Kenny, Nickel, Nickel, Thomas, and Josh love 231. Dex loves 205. Race technically put these three and 222 in S. I like the Natalie Coughlin one. And then we all have our least favorite episodes, of course. Minus 234. Yeah, Race had 3 F tiers, I think 216, 210 in this. Nickel hates 210. Dex hates 237. Based on stats, of course. Stuff like that. Thomas was 226, and then we had 2 for those. Yeah, we do have some opinions that are different. Like, Jeremy's the one who didn't put this in S. Nickel had 220 in S. Yeah, Tony Hawk, Josh put that in D tier. Jeremy put it in S. Thomas, for some reason, put 215 in D tier. But as you can see, some of these were kind of consistent on. What's your favorite season 2 puzzle? I'm not sure, honestly. The drive-through one's kind of interesting now that considering it's way too relatable for me. Considering the job I have now. Yeah, Jake Johnson, I don't know why he hates Ty Newton, because he said Ty Newton's a jerk or something, which is... Jake frickin' sucks. Not... Jay was in the... Yeah, that's the only reason we got Life 220... Life 29, because frickin' Jake. Uh... So about the bouncer, the weird thing is that, like, every Nick Stars episode is actually decent. With the exception of 226, because that episode is complete garbage. Yeah, it's weird because like that's the only like Nick Stars episode that's like complete trash, or the other ones are at least B tier. Yeah, 227 is actually good. I'm not sure if people know this or not. I'm pretty sure most of the community knows. Episode 229 was freaking scripted, so that's why I put it in C tier. Wait, let me actually see what the group put it in. 221, we all put around like average. These two Nick stars we put in again average. Garen put 230 in safe. Frick off. Yeah, the majority. Who the hell put. Oh, Josh put 229D. That makes sense. Oh, yeah, 229 because the frickin'. Yeah, so basically, this was said. Let me actually pull up the podcast, actually, because this is actually. Because Nick will upload the podcast. Let me actually. Stop. How long was this? This is like 7 minutes.
We were the first two Nick kids
Wait,
to...
And then also like things happening in the background, and then they would ask you a question of like,
okay, Nick will edit this. Wait, where's the scripted thing? Here we go. Yeah, here we go.
That's so upsetting. You won so much on Brainsurge.
I think because we did it. We did it a few months later. We did 2 episodes in one day. I won the episode again, and then we did the second one, and they came up to me before the second round.
And you went against me.
Yeah, and they go, hey, if you can just go ahead and we can't say throw it, but if you'll just not say the right answer. And they thought I was so good at this that I said the wrong answer and sat down, and they rang it correct, and I was like, and they're like, oh wait, hold on, time it, cut. Let's go back, say the same thing, and then I got out.
Yeah, and that's the only time I ever won the show because they told him to lose.
Yeah, so basically that episode was freaking scripted. They said, you're too good at this show. We need you to lose. Yeah, the fact that basically... And I guess I'll show this because I showed this before in one of the podcast episodes. We have a list of, like, cursed episodes. Like, basically if a certain thing's in an episode, it's impossible... Who the hell edited this? Oh, okay. Yeah, basically, like, specific things that made the episodes cursed. I mean, she ran out of time, so... Yeah, as you can see, there's different things, like... Yellow shirts for Season 1, red for the Era 2, if you're a pink boy, blue boy. Some of the puzzles, episode codes. Some of the prizes are cursed, as you can see, there's a lot of them. Double Dare, we actually included a couple. Like the Super Flagpole. Inside Out with their 57 balloons. The search obstacles. I put these two. These are basically challenges that nobody won. Yeah, so... Yeah, also, frickin'... I need to pre-order Mario Party Jamboree at some point. I thought, like, I don't know if this is true or not. I'm pretty sure there was something about Jeff wanting to host the Double Dare 2018 reboot or something like that. I'm not sure. I don't know. I saw something with Jeff doing something with Double Dare. I don't know what it was. And yeah, there was a freaking cursed week on Double Dare, where they had 2 celebrities, Jeremy Moore and Candace Cameron, where basically every freaking course, the teams end up not even getting above like 5 or 6. Here's the FGN stuff on here for BEM. As you can see, I included a couple of them on here. Yeah, each family had like an issue each season. It's kind of sad if you think about it. And I figured out this was kind of on here. You get the picture, I included a couple. Jeopardy, that was a couple on here. The only thing I can think of when seeing keep it spotless was I did that review of the worst game shows, which that video was a joke, by the way. I didn't even mean to take that seriously because I included like Webheads on there. You're on. But the Splat-A-Lot, which like the two people who know what the hell that game show is. What else did I include in that list? I'm trying to remember what the heck the other. Oh, Hole in the Wall. Yeah, there's probably would have been other shows I would have put on that list, honestly. And the problem with the Keep It Spotless reviews, I literally never. I couldn't even find video footage of it because Nickelodeon just wanted that show not to exist. So I basically just used Game Show Kingdom archives. Yeah, it's Legend stuff. A bunch of freaking curse. There's a Minute to Win and stuff that was at it. Bunch of stuff on Nick Arcade. I included some Think Fast stuff actually on here. As you can see, like, the luck-based event, the only prize that nobody won was the Hot Springs. Oh wait, let me actually put this on here, hold on. There we go. Pay points, frickin' Market Madness thing where basically nobody... Yeah, so basically you have to, like, shuffle the, rearrange the aisle markers and then, like, put the items in the correct shelf, but nobody ever won that legit. And then you have the stupid fruit machine. I include some stuff on Game of Life on here. As well. Yeah, I put the weight, I underlined the wheel. More things. The stats, you had 5 coin sweeps, you had 5 shutouts, you had 5 teams who won the grand prize only, and then 6 which were the bonus prize only. The extra gas missing that, and then the rest of the stuff was on there, so yeah, we have those, essentially. Yeah, that's true. It just feels like they wait at the wheel. It's like, hey, if you pick odd, it's gonna land on 10. You pick even, it's gonna land on 1. Because look how many episodes where teams picked even and like 9 and 3 and then landed on 1 every time. Because I feel like they wait the frickin' wheel. We're like, what, an hour in this? I'll probably stream for like another like 10 minutes or something. I might find something to play real quick. So if you guys have any more questions, keep those coming. So what I did last year, actually, is I did a Q&A Google Forms thing. The problem I had, though, is I did those near the beginning, and then by the time everyone joined, I ended up finishing all of those. So I feel like this is the smarter idea. Who's on the... Oh, it's just more game show stuff, okay. I see some Wiggle stuff on there, so that makes me happy. Oh, Josh is online. Yeah, also if you're behind. What's your lead for a puzzle? That was a curse. I'm not sure, honestly. Wait, let me actually check. I have this written out on... Oh, here we go. I got it. So here are the... Yeah, as you can see, the things on here. Based on the number, I got it right. I need to fix... That was not made yet. Let me... That was made. That was also made. And then season 3, we had a couple that were perfects, which are these 5. And the only ones we didn't... These were the cursed ones, essentially. Oh, here we go. So these are the blessed ones, and then the cursed ones are these 5. The closest we got to a thing was these 3, because we said we didn't get a perfect in season. See, when I didn't buy for season 3. What kind of browser do I have? Oh, I just have what kind of computer is this? I think I have like a Windows 10 or something. I'm not sure on the kind. I'm not sure how many ties there were. There's some stuff on here that I'm probably not going to share this because there's some things on here that are kind of private, but again, let me just say this. There will be a video out tomorrow explaining a lot of things. That's all I'm gonna say. That stuff has been secret for a couple years now, so I think it will be up on... I don't want to spoil it, so that will be up on YouTube tomorrow. I have the video technically up. Oh, also, I did have the illegal copies download, but I decided to delete them because I felt like that was not... I did not want to... I mean, the drive is still up, but I don't want to keep illegal copies on YouTube.
Hey, I'm back. What's happening now?
Just showcasing some, answering some questions, and then this showing off like the curse talk and stuff like that.
So, I have to say, we made so much progress, but I'm wondering what's going to happen for the future of other game show searches.
Yeah, I mean, again, it depends. Like I meant for Ryan, because I showed the... I showed the trade list I plan to do in the future. Again, with the Finders Keeper stuff, but you get the picture. The problem with Finders Keeper Season 1 is, like we said before, literally 2/3 of the season is missing. Like, Julia found those newspaper articles where I checked, like, a lot of game show trades. Like, I've checked a lot of traders, and they literally, aside from that Season 2 episode I mentioned, Will Cheyenne versus Joe and Mike, I literally can't find any episodes at all.
I forget where a bunch of the traders were a bunch of the traders retired.
No, there are a couple of traders who were active. They just literally didn't have... They just didn't have, like, any of the missing ones.
Well, I'm sure there's going to be... I think we're probably going to get lucky with Double Dare because we got some contestants, but I'm really surprised about that man in the boat stuff.
I'm still a little upset that my frickin' Lost episode only has like 2,500 views.
Well, I guess original Double Dare just isn't popular anymore, but Family Double Dare is.
Maybe.
I'm sorry that the guy stole your Blue Angels episode.
It's whatever, it's fine. Someone had a question. Are you mad that probably Brainsurge had episodes in 2014 that should have aired later?
Yeah, I'm mad that they didn't air in this winter of 2011. Like, we were confirmed that 319 would have aired November 29th.
Yeah, I think the stupid thing, or something I think the other thing is it makes it harder for trading. Oh, you like the Brainsurge video? Thank you. Bouncer. The thing is, I think the... Damn it, I forget what I'm saying now. So I got distracted. My question was your favorite...
I guess the newer release makes it less valuable. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, thank you. I was going to say the issue is, at least with trading, I was going to say, because a lot of people didn't have Nicktoons because it was a secondary channel.
But I think gas might have been more viable because of its age and lesser cost.
Yeah.
That's just my assumption.
Yeah, I still think it's kind of stupid, like, because we have the production codes for, like, we found, like, a bunch of codes for, like, finders keepers and stuff, like, the schedule without the codes, but we don't know, like, the dates of when the episodes were. So we have, like, a bunch of codes, and it's like, what are we supposed to do with these? Like, I know what episodes apparently aired on Gash, which didn't, but it's like, what am I supposed to do?
Someone has to help us.
Do you plan on uploading the video? Did you schedule it already or no?
Which video?
The final day of Gas?
That's going to be at the end of the year to celebrate its anniversary.
Oh, nice.
And, speaking of scheduled videos, you saw that I put the winners thing for tomorrow.
Yay. An actual winners video. Not... Speaking of which, I need to show this crap, guys, because people are... It's way too much. I'll share my screen, why the hell not? Hey, mine's the first one to come up. Would you look at that? Yeah, as you can see, where's that? Well, Lance did a thing. That's... Yeah, someone literally stole my frickin' video again.
But they literally just did right when they stopped the clock.
Randy on Brainsurge, frick off. Your video. This guy made like 15 frickin' compilations of the same thing.
It's not reasonable. And
5. Mistake, there's more viewers. I don't know why this guy lowered his pitch for the videos, because I know this guy does Wiggles content, and that makes sense copyright, but not Brainsurge. Like, how many... Like, let me check this guy's channel. Actually, I need to check. Oh, there's... Great.
He's a content farm.
Dude's literally uploading the same video like 8 times. That's great. I love the frickin' internet.
That's called being a content farm.
Okay, let me read that up. Lance said, why are Brainsurge episodes aired in a random order? A lot of basically all the Nick game shows did that. Like, Double Dare did that, Nick Arcade, Legends, Think Fast, Get the Picture.
Get the picture?
Yeah, even like the Hub game shows, Family Game Night did that, Summit Life, and
Figured Out was pretty intentional because they had the same panel for like 8 episodes straight.
Yeah, I think the main reason I did that, they aired them randomly, is because the other game shows, because they had returning champions, and that made sense. But the thing with, I think the thing with the other shows is, if you watch, like, I want to say Branch, but say, like, you watch, like, Nick Arcade or something, it's gonna be the same game board for, you say, like, you watch 4 episodes of Nick Arcade. Actually, let me, bear what to show this is...
Was that are you gonna watch, is it the production doc?
Well, I already showed that off before. So, like, I'll show this for, get the, Finders Keeper. So, as you can see, like, this taping session, it has the same 8 rooms, it has the same instant prize, the same consolation prize, the same main prizes. So, the reason they do that Yeah, so the main reason they do that in particular is because, like, you think, because, kids would get bored seeing, like, the same episode. Like, I think another good example, let me pull this up, is the, I think, Fast one. I can't confirm if this is true or not, but I'll just show this. So we'll go to, like, let's show the wacky one, because I think that makes more sense. Let's scroll to the bottom. Like, as you can see here, it's like, there's, for example, of this production day, they have the same 5 games, and, it would get boring seeing the same 5 games, like, 5 days in a row of the same game played. And, like, say, like, Double Dare or something, like, you're seeing the same course, like, 5 days in a row. Like, that would make everyone lose interest on the show.
And yeah, the thing is, Brainsurge has like the only thing that really sets it the only thing that people can really identify as the same taping is the audience, as Shag pointed out.
Yeah, most people don't really pay attention to that. And the other thing is, like, it's interesting because, like, Brainsurge, I think, is like the only Nick game show where it feels like they don't reuse anything, because, Finders Keepers, it has, like, the same rooms, Think Fast, like, the same events, Make the Grade, the same fire drills, Get the Picture, the power surges. I'm probably missing a game show. Nick Arcade, the same games. Legends, the same, like, moat and the
figured out same
layout.
panel, I said, and probably same style of clues.
I'm assuming Guts, I don't know about production dates, but I'm assuming, like, it has, like, kind of the same, like, games played.
Uh-huh. And the thing that kind of, and I still find it kind of, what's something interesting about, but literally, when Gas started, it was earlier production order, not the very first episodes of these shows, but like the earlier parts of them, and then it started to be random, and then by the end it was total production order with few shows.
I think season 3 production order would have been better. Considering what the heck the finale was, yes. For Real 1 is still the true finale for season 3 in airing order. I don't care what anyone says.
And to be honest, even GSK speculated that. You saw their note at the bottom, right?
Yeah, like, also, it's interesting how they do this, because it's like, because both seasons 2 and 3 had 16 as the premiere, 38 as the finale, but season 2 had an awful premiere and a good finale, but then season 3 had an amazing premiere and an awful finale. And then season 1 was, like, okay, and then crap. I'm pretty sure Legends had a win on the premiere and the final episode. Get the picture? Yeah, I don't know what the
premiere was Headdress.
Yeah, I mean, for each season, though, had a win for the premiere and ending. Because I think the finale was the Genghis Khan, season 2 was the Snakeskin Boots, I'm pretty sure, which, funny enough, is the first purple winner, and then I think the final tape blue winner was that, and then season 3, you had, like, 4 green wins in a row. Well, like, episodes, and then, like, you had, it's funny because, like, the first 2 aired, and the first 2 last aired were all green winners, which, funnily enough, were the only were the only 4 wins, were the only ones the green team got. Yeah, because it says, yeah, because 129 aired, then 102, you can tell 102 is older. Yeah, because a bunch of other game shows did that, like, Family Game, I did that as well. Because I'm trying to remember, like, 5 and 16, like, because the God Alpha finale for season 2, I'm pretty sure that was, like, the last episode aired. And then, like, the Game of Life, they air those in the middle, same with Scrabble. And I think Figure It Out, we speculate, I'll have to check the wiki real quick on this. Because I think I did airing order, to my knowledge. Yeah, there we go. I have it. I'll share real quick. Yeah, because as you can see, 109, like... Because, like, near the end of the season, like, the final tape episode was here. And then you had season 1, like, episode 2 was here, and then, like, one of the last, 4 aired episodes. And, like, third from last was the first episode.
Yeah, it's very weird. And looking back at it seems like they really. And as for the reboot, I'm glad we got it, but it's clear that it would not have gotten a 7th season anyway, considering how many shows were ending. And besides, they were really trying to go all out with the child panelists, and to be honest, the LA Galaxy was a much better finale than Noah getting cheated.
Yeah. Oh, someone asked Kevin. No, me and Nicole have collaborated several times before on videos. We've been doing it for like 3 years now, so. Yeah,
And besides,
we have, because we did this video, which is one of the most outdated videos I've done on the channel. Now, this is the one I did with Jay. This is a video we did on your channel.
yeah. Oh yeah, I remember the panelist tier list, but I'm hoping one day we're gonna do a prize tier list because so many of the prizes are not only outdated but like have no real purpose to begin with, like that hazmat suit.
Yeah, there's the Mario Party thing I did online. I put a couple of the podcasts in here. The non-gas video, which is kind of outdated now. It's the burgers episode. There's the obstacle course one, the seasons, a couple of the reviews we did, and then here are the couple of reviews we did together.
Yeah, and I just can't wait for more viable content because we could have. I'm pretty sure if we were ranking commercials that we grew up, the winner would probably be Wilkins.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see what else.
It's literally 5 seconds of violence.
207 was the first. Okay, 207 was the first aired. The last one was...
At least we know when 219 aired.
Yeah, what was the... Oh, this was the... Oh, this is actually the perfect finale episode. The one with Summer.
Yeah, everyone got it was full of slime. I'm pretty sure it was intended to be the finale. Kind of the same thing with Taina versus No One Knows Best.
Yeah, and then we have 306, and then what was the final one? It's weird because these didn't air till like a year later. Like as you can see, it's like November, and then it skips to 99.
All the celebrity episodes, and they.
Oh,
and
the first episode was the last aired. Interesting.
And I'm gonna be honest, I would never have known of Cousin Skeeter if it weren't for that show.
Yeah, and then we had this one, and then what was the final one? Oh, it was the I'm pretty sure it was 421 or whatever. Because those only aired on gas, I'm pretty sure.
And we got the reboot. It seemed random anyway, despite the rotation of panelists within the actual tapings. But I still love the Word of Honor.
Yeah, I mentioned this before. I think Jeff, aside from like Jeff, I think Jeff and Skip are like the only two hosts who got replaced who are actually good. I mean, Skip's not as good as Michael is, obviously, but he's better than like frickin' Larry or Rob or Jason.
Yeah, the replacements were doing well, and another interesting thing is that the reboot included the drawing clue, which is originated from the unaired pilot.
I still want to see if someone can find that at some point.
As in legally.
Yes. Yeah, because I have a thing on my computer. I'll show this. Why not? I'll show the.
And another thing about the reboot was that I like how they added the 4 carts to the Clue Coaster back, and then they did the trap door for the boxes.
Yeah, you guys can see the thing I have for the pilots. I know 104 Brainsurge is in a pilot, but I don't care. So I have that. I have Express versus High Flyers, 2 Family Feuds, both FGNs, both Figured Out, Game of Life. Some of these aren't pilots, or just like the first taped episodes. Jeopardy. I just call this episode 100 to make it fair. I'm pretty sure Carrington Think Fast had 4 episodes taped to say, but I just did 2. And then Skip Laggy Think Fast obviously had. And then Skip Laggy Think Fast obviously had those 2 that were taped that day. Someone had an interesting thing. I found interesting how you joined a few days before Brainsurge. I joined the 20. Technically I joined the 22nd, which was yesterday, but I was working, so I did the stream today. So yeah, the 22nd, and then Brainsurge I think is the 28th, and my channel turns 12. You know what else turns 12, Nickel?
Let me think. It's not Figured Out Season 6. It's not Marvin, it's not See Dad Run.
Smosh Games' YouTube channel turns 12 on the 26th.
Well, that's great.
Yep, because I literally made my channel before them. And then another channel I watch. Wait, why is this pin? Okay, there we go.
And again, it was so good to relive those classic Good Mythical Morning episodes when they did the blind taste test. It showed how closely we identify those kind of foods. In fact, I wonder how well we.
Speaking of blind taste tests and stuff, the new season of Hell's Kitchen actually premieres on Thursday.
That's great.
So I should be planning on watching. I still need to work on my doc, by the way. Like, I got rid of the trolls. I still have 10 of us left. I've been holding back on that for a while.
And one more thing. Would you be able to blind taste test pizza pretty well?
Perhaps. I think I heard from one of the contestants on Hell's Kitchen, they said, because they were like the first contestant to win and not get a single one right, because he said the issue they had was, because you know how they have like the headphones on and like the blindfold?
Yeah.
Because he said the problem is, like, they would take the food, they would boil the hell out of it, and then they would serve it cold so everything tasted the same. That's why everyone gets frickin' chicken wrong, calls it turkey, because they can't tell the difference because they boil the hell out of it.
It's amazing. And keep in mind, it's a regular broadcast show rather than cable, right?
What is?
Hell's Kitchen, it's on Fox, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't have cable, so I just watch it off frickin' sites like a day later, but...
In fact, did you saw some clips of Ryan Seacrest as the new host, right?
No, I've not seen Ryan O'Beal yet, no.
I think he's still doing pretty well, but you might have heard that painful loss recently.
Yep.
But looking back, so many of these primetime game shows are like big commercials. I mean, look at Price is Right. It's explicitly advertising stuff and commanding us to buy it no matter the price. But those competition shows, they're real. I'd say the writer's strike is a catalyst for what made Hell's Kitchen.
Well, Hell's Kitchen, they shot older stuff. Well, they shoot 2 seasons in 1 year, so... Because, like, this year they shot season 23, and then they shoot season 24, which is next year, so... So they essentially shoot 2 seasons, around the same time.
Oh wait, actually, Hell's Kitchen predates the writer strike, but I guess that enhanced the ratings.
Yeah, because they started doing that in 2005 is when they aired it.
I can't believe the stylistics of television now, but the Hell's Kitchen is really a product of its time.
Yeah, I will say
But the
this,
thing,
if we ever, what the hell? Something, okay, I thought something got removed and that just got removed, sorry. Okay, I'm reading some of Dex's things, sorry. Does anyone have a favorite Disney Channel show? I don't watch Disney Channel also. Lilo and Stitch, I guess, should we count that?
Yeah, it is, but the one that we grew up with was Imagination Movers and Captain Carlos.
Yep, well, that technically wasn't Disney Channel, that was Plus Disney, but...
I mean, so many people call Blue's Clues Nickelodeon.
I mean, it was called Noggin, technically. And then they had PBS Kids Sprout, and they changed it to Universal Kids, which they got rid of like 90% of the shows on there.
Yeah, same thing with the problem with Boomerang. Do you know how awful the automation is there?
Oh God. Dex number one, best Nickelodeon show that isn't a game show.
Keenan and Kel.
Stuff like iCarly, Drake and Josh, stuff like that.
Hey Arnold is great too.
Rocco.
Oh yeah, that turned 31.
Yep.
But I can't stand Ren and Stimpy. Yikes.
At least you didn't see the Oda Opari cartoon. That show exists.
I've only read articles about how awful it is.
I mean, I only seen the one infamous episode because of Strider, so we reviewed it like 8 frickin' separate lists.
And but there are so many very obscure shows that we wouldn't have known about from the game show. Thanks to the game shows like Shelby Woo, No One Knows Best, and of course Taina. And I'm arguing that show is better than Victorious because the characters are feeling like real people and it gives us a better vibe.
I'm surprised Chris from Sesame Street was actually on there.
Me too. He was a good guy. He was funny.
Yeah, because his sister was on Figure It Out, and I think that Sesame Street episode had both of them on there.
Yeah, and and looking back, what was another thing on Nickelodeon that I wanted to bring up? Yeah, looking back, Nickelodeon Orlando was really cool, but it sadly was very impractical due to the right to work rather than actual laws for it. And they sadly just went out to California. But I really would have loved seeing them tape the shows.
I mean, now I live in frickin' Florida, for God's sake.
It's now the Blue Man stage.
No, they closed that down too.
Oh, right. That was due to COVID, wasn't it?
I think so, I'm not sure.
And it was another good cast on there. Looking at these shows, I keep forgetting Nick Cannon was part of all that and Keenan and Kel rather than being just the host of Teen Nick. Yeah, season 6 of that show was very weird.
I seen a comment on a video. It was like a compilation of just Josh freaking out. And one of the comments said, I don't understand why Josh never got his own show. Because, I mean, Amanda Shell, we already know the frickin' reason because of a specific someone of Redacted. Which I'm not going to talk about. And then Keenan and Kel, obviously, they enjoy their chemistry together.
And of course, if it weren't for Keenan and Kel, we wouldn't have gotten Drake and Josh either.
Yeah, I mean, season 6 of all that is kind of honestly. It just kind of shows they didn't really care because it was like the end.
and I think season 4 was probably the most played season since it had all the key members and so many of those end copies exist with the music, and that really signified the
I'm
right
pretty sure like
times.
4 and 5 were the ones I seen the most because of old YouTube clips. I remember seeing those.
Yeah.
And then like when it aired on TV, I think that's the one I seen the most. Season 1, I remember I watched when I started watching it. A couple of things I remember, but not all of it. Season 2 and 3, I think I've seen certain skits, but I haven't seen all of them.
I'm pretty sure you saw. I think the Splat introduced you to a lot of episodes too, right?
Yeah, I think my favorite season 1 though is still the frickin' game show one. The what's in the frickin' box.
But season 6 introduces that actively rigged skit. You can't win.
No, that was season 2 or 3, wasn't it?
Yeah, but season 6 is when they were really overshooting the stuff.
Did anyone see all that 2019? Yes, I think it was mid.
Yes, very mid. Like, I was happy to see some of them return, but that's kind of where it ends because the writing was not what we wanted.
Well, this is the problem when you reboot a show like 20 years later. It sucks. Like, I'll just say this, because for like those who have still on my tier list, Double Dare 2000, season 1 was C, season 2 was F because very poorly dragged out. The 2018 version is actually really nice. I'm gonna have to watch it again, but they actually, it's interesting because that's like 22 minutes and they paced it pretty well. But then like 2014,
that's because they had good editors.
And then 2000 is very poorly like edited. Like the toss-up takes, like you'll have like a 6-minute round and you get like 2 questions. And it's like,
and
it's not syndication stuff. And then, I mean, look at the freaking Legends reboot, how horrible that was. It got 13 episodes because, hey, what if we made the show 40, double the length, reduce the teams to 4, reduce the teams to 4, basically cut down one of the temple games, and then just like, you made the temple run 4 minutes, put a commercial break, and then double the length made it 44 minutes, because you need to put confession cams for every freaking game show.
Yes. It was amazing how awful that went. And
was Paradise Run the first Nick game show to use the confession cams, I'm pretty sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Keep It Spotless definitely had that. I know that. Double Dare 2018 thankfully did not have it, because it would not work.
Because that's not what the... Yes. And this kind of reminds me of stuff that does work in the reboots. Like, I think you probably heard of how iCarly's reboot got praised because the actors were actively claiming the characters as their own and writing and producing the material.
Yeah, that's why
and it really worked well making them up.
Yeah, that's why like a lot of people say like Henry Danger's last season is good because Dan didn't really have much to do with it. Like Jason Norman and a couple of
he
the
was
cast
fired
members,
by that point.
Yeah, well, some of the cast members were actually writing on the show themselves. I need to watch that again at some point. I mean, I have a lot of shows, but
because
I will say this, even though
because
Quentin craps on it,
you might even know that. Yeah, go ahead.
I think the show is actually not that bad. I think it's decent. It's obviously not as good as some of the other stuff, but it's decent. I think middle of season 3, sadly, when it went downhill, because some of the episodes were really stupid. But like the finale, I remember watching when it was brand new. I remember liking it.
Yeah, like I think that's what they. Oh yeah, they doubled season 5. I think they doubled it as a favor to the cast because they actually made them take the time to claim the characters for their own selves to see how they wanted to do it. And unlike Sam and Cat, they actually took the time to put effort into it.
Yeah, I think that's the worst. Like, I don't know, because Game Shaker's not that great, except for frickin' Kel. And I even heard, like, the reason a lot of people hate was the first season was complete garbage.
Yeah, and it had, like, so many guest stars that I completely forgot about. Like, Robbie from Cobra Kai was in that, and and but looking back, it's the show was denied a finale, and that's right when they cut ties with its creator, and to be honest, it finale wouldn't have saved the show to begin with.
Yeah, I think the other thing that... Oh, this was actually an interesting thing Lance put out. There was less feet jokes in Henry Danger. Yeah, thank you. I think the other issue with Game Shakers is there were actually two celebrity I didn't know who Pro Jarrett was at the time, so they had him in the pilot, and everyone's like, wow, this did not age well, because he got a bunch of claims against him.
Yeah,
and the funny thing is...
I like the Laverne and Shirley reunion on Sam and Cat. That admittedly was kind of cool.
Something I remember this, I didn't know who Pro Jarrett was. Lasercorn from Smosh Games was actually on the Game Shakers pilot. A lot of people don't know that.
And of course, Shane was a regular guest star on these shows, iCarly, Henry Danger as well, and Sam and Cat.
He was also on Fred the Show.
Yeah, but it shows that this, even though it was 11 minutes per episode, it just shows that content meant for the internet does not translate well to cable.
Yeah, I think the other thing is, like someone mentioned this, his video was delayed. Guess how bad the thing was for Jarrett? He said that they literally they didn't really pay him at all for being on the show, and he had to pay for his own flight from wherever he lived to LA to film the show. They didn't give him anything.
And when I look at that, it really wasn't his own material. So it was literally just flanderization and just random yelling. So it really wasn't good for him to work with. But I'm not sure if you knew this, but in like the final season of Drake and Josh, they were occasionally directing their episodes. So they were, and of course, final season is the best one, isn't it? Considering the big physical comedy.
Well, it depends on the show, honestly, because...
I mean, just for Drake and Josh alone, considering how good the references were and how hilarious the comebacks were as well.
iCarly, I think the final season's okay. I think if you split between 6 seasons, season 4 and 5 are not great. Specifically season 5.
But season 7, 8, and 9, they really knew what made the characters work. They really managed to get them back on track, as in the actors themselves.
And they actually have not watched the reboot. Yeah, I have a list of shows to watch. I think... I can't remember. The final season Victorious is a thing that exists. I want to say that.
Yes, it was nothing but filler. And to be honest, I would have liked to see that big concert of themselves singing, but the music sales were not that great, and that's mainly why the show got canceled.
Because I know Robbie said that they were going to do a Big Time Rush thing for an episode, but the show got canceled.
And to be honest, a Big Time Rush Victorious crossover wouldn't be that great, because you notice how different the styles are. It's Big Time Rush is a live action cartoon, relying more on actual visual gags, and Victorious is just more dialogue driven and have much more edge. It really wouldn't match that well.
Yeah. I think... I'm trying to think of what else. I will say this, back to the Henry Danger thing. The reason I think some of the episodes were kind of dumb is because you know how they have the characters like learn his identity?
Yeah.
Yeah, like Charlotte's made sense because she was smart and she obviously knew that. Jasper was because of a misunderstanding. Again, that made sense. The Game Shakers crossover, again, that was unexpected. The thing with his parents, I knew that was going to happen. Like, Piper's thing, that episode is trash because it's like the very end of the episode. Like, they clickbait it so hard, like, oh, she's gonna find out, and it's like the last 2 seconds. You gotta wait till next week. And she just randomly finds some, like, random holes in some God knows where place. And she randomly slipped into the man cave. She's like, oh, they're transforming. I didn't know. I'm like, this is stupid. And it's like, yeah, the later episodes were just really stupid.
Yeah, and looking back on how looking back, it seems like in those 2000s they had a better structure of making the sitcoms, because they were meant to have actual quality over quantity, because they were intended to end at 60 to 65 episodes. I mean, I mean, I heard all the rumors about Zoe 101, but considering how big of a finale that was, and we got an unnecessary movie, it was intended to end how it was intended to end. And another thing that I still find kind of, and even with the shows that were still successful in reruns, Drake and Josh got that Christmas movie. It was good. It wasn't the best, but it was still fun seeing all the characters reunite.
Wait, which one?
The Drake and Josh Christmas special,
I
since reruns were so
I think
good.
that's kind of I don't like it because of the freaking camera work is not great. The how it's
But there was
different.
one scene that always makes me laugh is when they're doing the big blood just beating up Josh, but they were just pulling a prank on everyone with smashing the pipes at the sink.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, Adam said a thing that just like TV's just gone downhill now. Yeah, I think it's because like people don't really put effort. It's just people aren't watching stuff anymore. Like I've been seeing a lot of these videos which are like Gen Alpha is complete trash. Because it's like
visual venture.
Yeah, and the other thing is like, because I made a comment on one of the videos, and it's like, I made a comment on one of the videos. It's like you realize like half the stuff that's on YouTube would not be allowed to be on television, because you know how like stuff to be on TV has to have like strict guidelines.
Yeah. That's kind of why the Slap took advantage of that for those weird videos, but there were a couple of edgy videos that actually worked, like the Abraham Lincoln one.
Yep. What's your favorite Drake and Josh episode? Adam is asking.
Megan's first kiss. It was a very touching storyline that kind of pulled away from the main formula.
I'm not sure, honestly. It's been a while since I watched. The Fear Fug episode is complete trash, which I remember, like, Dex posted something on Reddit. Someone said, what's the worst episode? He said that, and a lot of people downvoted him saying, what are you talking about? That episode's great. Oh, you mean the same joke every single time? That's funny? Really?
But there was I think there was, like, there was, like, but I think Lil Diva is even worse because it's actively derivative of a demographically inappropriate movie. Like, even aside from swapping out the Helen actresses, it really just doesn't land at all. But, like, when they did a parody of I Love Lucy, that made sense because it was a family show, and Drake and Josh is a family show, and it was just blood feed build-up.
Thundermans did a similar thing with the pizza machine. I remember that in one of the early episodes. The one thing I don't like, there's a couple episodes that aren't good. The sheep episode's terrible because it's like,
yes,
it's like, hey,
I get
Megan,
it. And then
Megan does something wrong. Oh, guess what? She can't get punished for it. That's why I don't like Drake and Josh sometimes.
I mean, there's a couple characters who do bad things and don't get punished. Do you remember ironically named Miranda from As Told by Ginger? Like, the only punishment she gets is that her plans come undone, but she actually makes up for her character by bringing out good comebacks, hilarious comebacks.
Why the hell is Neutron
of course, it's pre-summer.
Inside the Brains podcast thing?
I have no idea.
I think you noticed.
And, but another thing when looking at these new TV shows, they're actively derivative, and rumor has it that they're written exclusively by AI machines because they can't afford writers anymore, so they're just gonna let computers do their fucking magic.
That's great.
It's part of my French.
Nah, it's fine. Whatever. That's the stupid thing. Yeah, Thundermans was decent. I thought it was at first, but I mean, considering we didn't have many shows at the time.
Let me guess, on your bucket list is the reboot movie?
Maybe I have way too many things on my bucket list for things. I still think, like I mentioned the Game Shakers thing, like, I might do a reaction to this at some point. Did you see the video? It was like, why Henry Danger's good and Game Shaker sucks?
Yes.
Yeah, because they were saying the issue is, like, the issue with some of the Henry Danger stuff is, like, because I know some of the endings are kind of stupid. Like, I know there's a couple that are kind of dumb.
But most of those endings are just, like, shaggy dog stories, but Game Shakers are literally just unfinished.
Yeah, because he said, I remember the problem the guy said in the video is, they'll have a problem in the video. Actually, let me pull that up. I'm trying to see if I can find the part.
And again, we
'Cause he
know
described it
Kel
better than I
carried the
did.
show. He really was doing his best, as the script would allow, and he does seem to be having fun with the kids. But I really was.
Here it is. Where is the? On, skip the ads. Where is the thing? Because he talks about the. Oh, here I found it.
That problem, they'll present a new problem.
Wait, here it is.
Up a little bit more, they could have started to see hints
and
to accommodate that. Like I
Wait, here we go.
mentioned before, Kel Mitchell's performance was what made Double G given that opportunity.
Oh, and since they're all legal adults now.
Game Shakers does this thing where they
Yeah, here we
present
go.
a problem for the episode, but instead of solving that problem, they'll present a new problem near the end that does get solved, and it comes across as the writers hoping you forget that they didn't solve the original problem. As a result, almost every episode feels incredibly rushed, and barely any of the plot lines are properly resolved. Game Shakers will just end the episode in what feels like the middle of a story. For instance, there's an episode where Kenzie is really obsessed with this pop star that they're making a game for, but she just doesn't like her. So Kenzie spends the whole episode trying to make her like her. But they just drop it in the last few minutes of the episode, and it never gets resolved, instead resolving the B-plot with Dub's antics.
Yeah, that's like, it feels like they just give up on the episodes when they're trying to write it.
Would you argue that they were on even less views than Sam and Cat during this time?
Probably. I mean, the weird thing is, I think I
But-
watched every Sam and Cat episode. I have not watched, I think there's a couple, like, I'll read, like, the scripts or some, like, I'll go on those Wikipedia for the episode guides. I'll remember most of Henry Dangers, but there's one, like, a couple of the Game Shakers, I'm like, I don't know this episode, I've never seen this. Oh, I do want to say, because I remember watching this and hating it, you know what the worst Henry Danger episode is, in my opinion?
What?
It's the one with the frickin' balloon. So they have the guy, I don't know his name. Like, it's like,
Was it Dr. Yak's helium balloons
oh
or
my,
something?
yeah, frick that episode. It's so stupid. It's like, oh, Henry and Ray can't leave their position, so they're just sitting there while everyone's just staring at the camera. They're in front of this frickin' background. It's like this for 20 minutes, yapping about random crap so they can't move. Until, like, eventually, Schwad's like, here, let me cut out the frickin' billboard so you guys can move and get to the house and kick his ass. Like, that's... Though, I remember watching the episode, I didn't know it was a new episode. I had to literally check to make sure it wasn't an April Fool's Day episode because of how god-awful it was.
Yeah, and then there was another stupid bottle episode that was the when they're stuck in the video store.
Yeah, they're just stuck in the hole for, like, the entire episode.
And what was another?
Oh, Adam mentioned Lance
Mhm.
mentioned the Christmas episode was complete trash as well. We're just stuck in the freaking
but,
jail
like-
cell with the... I forgot.
And if
The
you look at-
police in the Schneiderverse makes zero frickin' sense. They're so frickin' useless.
Well, look at how interesting they started with Keith and Kel. They were like, they actually had, it was just, when Keith and Kel got in trouble, it was just bad optics. So they technically had, and then they were admitting to another crime. Like, remember when they accidentally destroyed Chris's house?
I need to watch that episode again.
Yeah, basically, it was just bad optics, and they were still going to be in trouble anyway. But then they started getting less than confidence. Like, I don't really like the cop episode of iCarly. You remember they were trying to catch the guy who was pirating movies, but he was just making his own pirate movies. I didn't really like that one.
Yeah. I didn't really watch The Haunted Halfways at all. Not really. I thought the show was kind of amp. The stupid thing is, when Nickelodeon, they just kept using the same cast members, like the same 3 people. They had them in The Haunted Halfways. They had them in Game Shakers. They had them in some freaking Christmas, the Santa Condors, whatever the heck that movie's called. It was the same. It's like they can only hire like 4 kids, so they just have the same kids.
Yeah, it's very weird. And what was another? Looking back at these shows, there was another interesting aspect of like Keith and Kel was, of course, it's live action audience. Do you see how much engagement that show had with its audience,
Yeah,
especially
nowadays.
with the bookended curtain call?
I will say the only thing I don't like about Henry Ginger is the freaking laugh track thing, but
Yeah, there's so many moments where the laugh track just doesn't land in a bunch of these shows, and you could at this point you've watched so many of these shows, you can pinpoint when the exact sound is going to appear, right?
yeah, I think there was an episode of Fuller House I remember watching, and my dad was able to like predict 90% of the episode. It shows how bad it was, because I think I only watched like a season
Yeah, it
and
was
a half of
formulaic.
that. But
Yeah, it was so formulaic.
I think I watched. I'm trying to remember. I think the original Full House was decent, at least until the end episodes, because Michelle ruined everything.
Yeah. But keep in mind, she was another victim of the system, even if it wasn't DS.
Yeah, I will say we should do a video at one point where we rank like a tier list of like Nick shows or something.
I know we have don't we have the seasons for game shows planned?
Well, we can do that as well. I mean, we'll bring Dex on for that probably. The only one I haven't really
And
watched was Make the Grade Season 3, but I kind of have an opinion where that's going to be.
And there was like one Nickelodeon show after 2012 that I liked, and it was Instant Mom. It was T.M. Mowry as a step parent to 3 children, and they actually were pretty fun, especially the grandmother. She was really funny. You've seen clips of that, right?
I think so, yeah. The problem is that a lot of Nickelodeon stuff then just went downhill, and like some of their movies were complete trash. Like, it's funny how if you watch the Nostalgia Critics thing, he said Good Burger was like the worst movie at the time. In that video he reviewed was like 2009. And then the rest
He made a re-release of like his honest thoughts. He was like, I understand this thing is just teenagers being teenagers, but some of the material just doesn't really age well. And of course, we know there was a certain cameo that really predicted their future. They were like, I'll see you in hell. See you there.
Yeah.
But I have to say, I feel like these
Okay, sorry about that.
So yeah, the cartoons translate better to movies than sitcoms do. I mean, I know we still love the Rugrats movie, we still love the SpongeBob movie. Hey Arnold is not that great.
Yeah, I haven't watched the third SpongeBob movie because I heard it was kind of The Sandy movie I heard was complete trash.
And I know the second Loud House movie was better than the first. I saw it. It was actually kind of fun.
Yeah, I'll just say this. The problem is that they're too busy trying to reboot stuff and making it and not putting effort. Like, I keep getting ads for the frickin' Barney reboot, and it looks so god awful because it's CGI.
Well, doesn't this Barney look at least a little bit more expressive than that other guy?
I know, but still, yeah, the reboot doesn't look bad. Nico's gonna get pissed at you for saying this, Adam, because he said he doesn't like the design of the Rugrats reboot. I think it's kind of That's my opinion, though.
Well, to be honest, what I like about the reboot is that it's actually trying to give a new story. Like, they're trying to capitalize on more stuff that they otherwise crammed in like the final 3 seasons so rushed. They're actually putting more lore in the characters. Like, they already have Angelica in preschool, which is not just an excuse to have her absent for a bunch of episodes, but actually has more engagement to like put a new environment for other kids to come by. And is it me, or do the background kids remind me of those in like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs? I'm getting a lot of vibes from that.
I'm not sure about that. I seen another
And-
thing they're
and then-
rebooting. They rebooted Yo Gabba Gabba. I seen a little bit of it. It doesn't look. I mean, I know they replaced DJ Lance with someone a lot younger, but I think it's still the same original cast of people for the guys.
And then,
They rebooted
And
Dora,
another thing
and it looks like frickin' a garbage.
well, I think the voice actor for the new Dora is not that bad. I think they're putting better pacing into that. And
Well, the
just one more
animation
thing
looks
about
like
the Rugrats
crap.
reboot, I also like. I kind of like some of the throwbacks to the old Rugrats episodes. Like they used Duffy for the Angelical Orders Out thing, and they also and they actually improved Grandpa's character. Instead of just all he does is sleep, they actually put him having a hippie past. How'd you feel about when you learned about that?
I'm not sure. I think another thing is someone showed a thing. It was like the Backyardigans reboot. It looks so god awful.
And do you know why that's especially bad? The creator passed away.
And you know what sucks? Someone did a comparison between like the song Castaways, and they said the reboot is literally sounds like it's just AI written.
It's entirely possible that it is, but do you know? But this is literally the same problem that they had with Camp Coral and Steven Hillenburg. They just reboot a stupid kiddie CGI show against the creator's will, but just wait for them to die.
Okay, we're almost 2 hours in. I'm up. We'll probably talk for a little bit more, but I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you guys for 12 years on the internet. I'm almost 24. Jeez, in like a month. Good lord. I've been doing this for almost half my life. Yeah, so expect to see a video tomorrow. Expect to see a video tomorrow that me and Nickel did.
Yeah.
Because it will answer a lot of questions.
Yeah, it's gonna fill in some holes.
Yeah, and there will be a lot of, let's just say there's gonna be a lot of Brainsurge stuff that was in the vault for a while. Let's just say that. So